cold here in Macon, too.
Welcome to Compassionate Healthcare Providers Educational Series.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global multi-level marketing company with a presence across the globe. Surpassing 2.2 trillion Korean won in global sales and with a global membership of 15 million, Atomy's #1 goal of going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. The absolute quality and absolute price product philosophy that Atomy has practiced since its inception is included in all of its products, such as health functional foods, beauty, living, food, fashion, home appliances, and more. Atomy Hemohim surpassed 2 trillion Korean won in cumulative sales, ranked #1 in domestic health functional food exports. With 19 international patents for a single product, it is forging a unique history in the realm of health functional foods. Absolute Skincare, which has become one of the best-selling cosmetics in the industry with sales of 100 billion Korean won every year since its launch. Absolute Cell Active Skincare received King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office in 2021 for the first time in the cosmetics industry and was selected as world-class product for next generation, selected by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy in 2022. Atomy practices customer-centered management in all its business activities, and such efforts were recognized by the acquisition of its customer-centered management certification for 3 consecutive years, which is a unique accomplishment in the industry. Starting with the US branch in 2010, Atomy is a global company that opened 26 branches in Asia, South America, Oceania, Europe, etc., with 15 million members worldwide. In 2023, Atomy opened its EU branch and has plans for global expansion with a focus on Africa, Latin America, and emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, in which the company runs all seminars, allows any member to succeed regardless of individual ability. This is the driving force behind Atomy's distinctive growth. As the next generation broadcaster bridging online and offline realms, the Success Seminar manifests Atomy's vision for members worldwide. It presents a vision of global success that transcends time and space by merging business and culture. The ACTS project has been initiated to cultivate global leaders and empower our active members around the world. Atomy is dedicated to providing full support for fostering global business activities. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies, such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy strives to minimize its environmental impact across all business activities through policies like transitioning products to zero plastic and introducing eco-friendly smart packaging solutions, with the goal of becoming a global eco-friendly leader. Sharing is a mission that all companies must fulfill. As a result of its consistent annual giving for the last 3 years, Atomy has secured the #1 rank in the distribution industry for donations as a percentage of revenue among the top 500 companies in the country. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Korea. Atomy's executives, employees, partnering companies, and members all practice sharing together to improve the lives of all members of society. Wherever sharing is needed around the world, global branches will be united to support happiness for all. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are Proud Atomy.
Okay, good evening, Atomians. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. So, we need a couple of testimonies at this time. But before we do that, I need to ask a question, which is, I remember last week somebody giving a testimony on how they mix the O2 bubbles in the dishwashing liquid, and they're able to clean everything, including oven grease and everything. But here's the thing. Somebody asked me to say, what about wood floors? Wood floors. So I said yes, but then I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. They probably was mopping like, not wood floors, but tile floors.
No.
No, wood floors, baby, because I
Wood
have the
floors.
original wood floors in my house, and I mop my floor with it and have no problem, sweetheart.
Me too.
Okay.
Me
Awesome.
too.
Well,
I
I was
use it.
mopping.
The
I was
dish
mopping
detergent.
tile floors.
I use
Yep.
it with my wood floor too.
Okay. All right. But just the dish detergent, not with the O2.
No, just the dish detergent.
Just the dish detergent. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. All righty. So, do we have a couple of testimonies on this evening who can share? And I have a surprise for this evening. We got a surprise. I have a surprise for this evening. Any two testimonies. In other words, I'm gonna zip my mouth right now and let y'all unmute. You can unmute your mic. Hey, I guess we just heard one testimony. We can use the dishwashing liquid on the floors. So that's one quick testimony.
And in the whirlpool and in the tub bath.
Yeah, in the tub. Okay, fantastic. All righty. Anybody else have any testimonies? Okay. Well, I tell you um, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead on and bring our special speaker in for this evening, our surprise speaker in on this evening. And and after she gets to sharing about her three favorite products, then what's gonna happen is if you have a testimony, you can share after then. But I know a lot of y'all probably gonna be asking questions. Alrighty. So we got plenty of doctors and nurses on hand at this time. So Dr. Joy Scott, are you there? Woo woo! Are you there? You can unmute your mic. I see you got a little setup there, but unmute your mic. You on your phone, Dr. Joy.
Okay. Mhm. What was that now?
Okay.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's do, but not
Are
the,
you, but
uh,
uh were you on two phones or two devices? Because I could see you clearly, but the uh the sound was breaking up at the time. The sound was breaking up. I'm thinking that I know a lot of times she used a tablet, and at the time, the way it was looking as though she was on her phone, so she might be switching to her tablet. That might be what's going on. She kind of dropped off. Indeed, I have someone waiting to get in. Okay, is everybody in? Everybody should be in because I took the waiting room off. Sure is. So everybody should be in. Okay. Already. And okay. And for future reference, for future reference, what we're gonna do is we've been hovering around right now around 90, 97.
okay. Can you,
You know,
can you hear
uh,
me now, Bernard?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I think I know the problem, but is that going to pass the
Yes,
volume now?
yes, yes,
That's going to be sufficient.
right.
Okay.
Because we were looking at that vitamin C there.
Oh, yeah.
You must love that vitamin C Mega 2000. So you got a little stack of it right there.
Yeah, I've got a big stack. You know, it always makes me nervous that I don't have enough. And so I like ordering from 8 to 12 at a time, but I need it every week. And so, because this is the emergency of getting rid of a cold, but better than getting rid of a cold, it's an emergency for preventing a cold. Isn't that amazing? So it's you can't protect yourself from a cold if you didn't have it in stock. Okay. And so if you didn't have it readily, so you ask yourself, where do you keep these little babies? Where are these little sticks? Are they in your pocket, in your purse, in your car, in your bathroom, in your kitchen? They're everywhere. And so, you keep this little box, and a lot of times I like grabbing a handful of them, like this many, and just hand them to people, and because, I've got a friend who's 7-day Adventist, and she tells me the 7-day Adventist way of taking vitamin C is that you take 3 sticks, and it's this stick, this 2,000 milligram stick that is filled with food too. I don't know how we thought that the 500 was the only one with the food. But the 500 we know tastes good, the 500 milligram vitamin C by Atomy. But this 2000, this is the one that works instantly. And so if you did 3, that's 2,000, 4,000, 6,000. And so then if you could, but if the cold seemed like it's got a grab on you, then you had better go ahead and do 4 or 5 sticks. And then you could drop back to 3 the next time and 3 the next time. But every 3 is 6. So what they were telling me is that you then are going to take 3 sticks 3 times a day. So that 6 times 3 is what? 18,000 milligrams. Yeah, that sounds about right, because we got to start detoxing the body as well. You want to detox the body while you are building the immune system. That's what this vitamin C is going to do. The bowels are going to just open up, and you are going where? You are going to the toilet to empty out toxins that are likely that's causing the problem. And we're going to just empty them out. And so that's what I love, when products work fast. I love when products just, take all the symptoms away. And especially when, you want to show off with your Atomy products. So when you hand a person like 4 sticks, now the only problem I have with these sticks, I think they work better with water. But the average person don't want to take them with water. But water, without having enough water in your system, that will attract sickness to you. So, the sweet spot about water is 90 ounces, but a critical point is definitely 60 ounces of water in a day, And so the main things when you take your vitamin C sticks, put them in water so they could work faster, get into your system, hydrate the system. You clean your body with water. So if you got the vitamin C in the water, oh yes. But let's get past just the cold. And why else would you use the vitamin C? It has zinc from the pumpkin seeds. And it has ellagic acid from the pomegranate. So let's look at the zinc from the pumpkin seed. Nails. We always wondered how to get better nail health and even hair health. That zinc is some awesome. And that's one reason why these little sticks are so good. They are bringing you your zinc, but why they work so fast on a cold is because C and zinc. Oh yeah, you give vitamin C and zinc an hour, and it's got you looking like you never had a cold. But the zinc is going to help your nails, your hair, your stretch marks, your, what else you want? You want stretch marks, and when the skin needs to be tightened, when you got some of that loose skin, in some of these areas, it'll tighten up that skin. And the integrity of your skin is going to be improved with vitamin C. That's the beauty. It's the #1 go-to, and everybody knows it, but they've never seen a 2,000 milligram per stick. And you just say, hey, take all of these right now. You'll feel better. And we can go on about our day. You didn't have to lose time. Okay. So are you there, Pastor?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. I just wanted to be sure. Okay. Now, so, one of the things about vitamin C, for years, you could get a drip in of vitamin C for only $1,500 so that you could help protect yourself from cancer. So I know when I used to would help people with their cancer, I would always, my go-to would be vitamin C in large dosages. So when I saw this 2000, it's like, yes. So that's why I want to never, ever be without it, whether it's in my car or, you know, that bag or that box, these boxes are always with me. Or stress. I got stress. Oh no, vitamin C is for stress. So vitamin C take away stress. So go have yourself a lovely day after you've swallowed your vitamin C in the water in the mornings. Well, let me tell you about my second product, okay? My second product is definitely likely the omega-3. The fatty acids for the brain. Oh, yes. So the omega-3 feeds your brain. You have to feed the brain. Okay, and what else would omega-3 do? Well, it's for pain. It's 34 years ago, I was introduced on a higher level to omega-3. I was just taking omega-3, just not on a regular. And I was introduced to it as a food. And I start introducing people to omega-3 for like hard stuff, like sickle cell. And it would just stop all the symptoms, stop all those, because they would have these times in their life when they would have a crisis and they would have to go into the hospital because the inflammation would be so bad. And so I found out that this omega-3 stops those inflammation crises, even on something as critical as sickle cell anemia, that full blown. And so for years now, since I'm going to probably say back in the 80s, I've known the criticalness of having enough of it. And the wonderful thing about Atomy, you know, they've provided it any way you want it. You can get it in whether you're vegan or whatever, but they've put it in a source that would be to your liking, the omega-3. It would stop cramps for young girls who are having cycle problems. I like that one. And we've done a test even on a college campus. So they will cling to this bottle because they didn't have to lose time from class because they were cramping, you know, from their menstrual cycle, but it's for any inflammation in the body. It actually is the doorway to get into your cells. It can open the door. It's the omega-3 fatty acids that helps with taking things in and out of your cells. And but the number one for the brain and the heart, yes, inflammation in the body, for those joints, you know, how you go and your knees are going, you know, you can hear the noise. Oh, maybe we need to oil those joints. And that's where the omega-3 comes in, but especially for the old heart too. And never ever forget your brain. Your brain is a jelly, you fat head. So that's why we definitely want to keep it, because as you age, you're going to lose your ability to recall. And it's because you're not feeding and eating your omega-3. So when you're approaching a person, like a senior person, and you're wanting to know what would you sell them? Okay, well, I think I know what to sell them. You see if they're wearing glasses, and you need omega-3 for the retina in the eye. You need omega-3 for, well, for diabetes. Mhm. You need omega-3 for stress. You know, the biggest nerve you have is the brain. So the omega-3 helps calm the stress. And all the itises, you know, you've got bursitis, you know, you've got arthritic pain, all that inflammation and pain. But it even helps with cancer. And we want you to know then that the omega-3 helps with all the itises, even inflammation in that body from, you know, hepatitis, everything that's in with itis. That's what we're saying. So we want you to make sure this is always with you because it's a daily demand on your body. So if there's anybody on blood thinners, here it is right here. It will shut that need down. Because to get a blood thinner is expensive, and you have to keep going to the doctor to see, do you still need it? So, hey, just grab you some omega-3. It shuts down all the pain, it feeds your brain, you can recall easily, and it makes you move like, you know, like those snakes can move. And I love moving. You know, I'm 70 years old. See, I want to move like you want to move. So we got to keep those joints lubricated. It's kind of like that too. It's like the oil in your joints. Yeah. ED, that's a good one. And if we could just say there's such thing as ED for women, you know, when you're not having those wonderful climax, oh, the omega-3, that's it right there. It's feeding those nerve endings, those receptor sites, so we can know what's going on at all times. I just love it. Wow. So my next product that I love so much, well, let's go back. Okay, if you've got arthritic pain, okay, let's put these two together. I love putting these two together. The calcium and the omega-3. Yeah, you could add some D3 now, because we gotta stay happy. We need the D3 to carry the calcium where it need to be. Don't ever forget the D3. And our D3 is loaded with all these immune boosting mushrooms and all to go with it. And but calcium has been my number one for years. And there's no buts about it. This one does carry enough D3. You know, you go to the doctor's going to tell you, you got too much calcium. So you have to stop taking the calcium. No, what you needed was some D3, K2, boron, magnesium, oats to make your calcium get busy for you. And let me tell you why it's so number one on your list. Because nothing heals without enough calcium. But the beauty about this plant-based calcium, it's ready to go to work. It's ready to go to work to heal anything that's broken, anything that's stretched. Like, let's suppose you have a poor muscle, and a stretched tendon, a broken bone, cramps on your cycle, any of those things, yeah, you gotta have calcium. It will fix it. The word fix, I bet you they can't tell us to not use that word, Just go fix it. That will fix it. Mhm. It will get rid of depression. Yes, anxiety. We needed to get rid of that because, you know, you get out there on those roads and people like to go swift around you, just kind of shook you up a little bit. And I remember when I was 16 and wanted to get my license, I decided to drink cow's milk for calcium so I could go and parallel park and don't stress out about getting my license. I got them, but this calcium it'll give you courage and just calm you down and cause everything that's broken to heal. No matter when you had that accident and you had banged your knee, you banged your shoulder, it'll just come right in and heal it. If you could never forget, nothing heals without enough calcium. That's what the calcium would do. And this is a plant-based because everybody want to be a vegan nowadays. And they don't want to drink milk. Well, we couldn't get enough out of the milk anyway, calcium. So, hey, we're doing a plant-based. How much have I ever given a person in my health days? I remember the guy said his knee had been hurting him for a solid month. Like every day he gets up, that knee hurts. I thought, okay, well, sit down. Let's go get the calcium. And how many did I give him? I gave him 3,000 milligrams. Wow. And in about 10 minutes, he's moving the knee this way, that way. He's on the floor. He's up. He's just trying to figure out what happened to my pain. Right. What did you want to happen to your pain? It went away. Okay. Well, calcium is something you never want to be without because, you know, a little trauma, injury could happen anytime. And so the calcium is ready for the job, ready to fix it. And one of the other little cool things about calcium is it'll help you rest good. And while you're resting, it'll fix stuff. Like what kind of stuff you need fixing? Little sciatica pain. Oh yeah, that would be great. If I could just wake up without the sciatica pain. And if you could just get the stress off of me and make me feel like going to do and give you that boldness. Calcium is for bones, nerves, and muscles. Well, wait a minute. Nerve is the brain. Okay. And, you know, the bones is the structure for your body. And then the muscles is why you walk around every day, all day. And so I'm going to say not a bad thing here. We've got the bones working, and they're not getting brittle. And maybe you'll have the courage to stop eating things that are not food that causes your bones to become brittle. And the number one of those bad things is sugar. Well, hey, it comes in and try to protect you from sugar and even regular salt. So it won't, you know, cut through and cause things to bleed and stuff. The calcium is the one that it pulls out of your bones to help keep you from cutting yourself up inside. This calcium is a have-to product. But without sleep and good water, well, guess what? You won't be happy every day because you'll have a little pain, and we don't need pain. We don't need it. We can just fix it. We can fix the brain here. And, oh, wow, don't forget these sticks. So one of my best friends, she just don't leave the house without her bag. I'm going to say without her medicine bag. Like, where's your medicine bag? Like, get you a bag, okay, and throw in your vitamin C sticks. Don't forget to put your omega in, because you got to have your nails got to be beautiful. Okay. Your hair has to be beautiful. Mm-hmm. And guess what? That brain has to stay sharp. And we got to sleep good tonight so we can have a beautiful day on tomorrow. So these are products that you could sell to most. Well, you got to have, this is for your structure. Otherwise, you'll be bent over. So you got to have your brain. And we got to have our immune system. And if you don't like water, that's why I'm asking you, put this in the water. You will get it in. Like, and if you want to tighten up your skin, Here's these little sticks to the rescue. You want to protect yourself from cancer. Here's to the rescue. Oh, yes. Let's get busy. Who needs these 3 here? Everybody. So I want to say thank you for listening to what I will never run out of.
Yes. Yes.
And let's see if you have it. And look, order some of this good stuff. You got me? And keep it with you at all times and be ready to pull the trigger on it. I've got some. Give me $45. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, I got a quick question before I bring everybody else on. See, I'm the host. I can ask the first question. All right. The omega-3s. All right.
Yes.
Two questions to the omega-3. Let's say if someone had sickle cell, we know we don't go bear hunting with a switch. Those
Yes.
omega-3s, how many omega-3s would you suggest for sickle
Okay.
cell?
For sickle cell, I probably would do 4, 2 times a day. Then after maybe the first bottle is finished, okay, then the second bottle, I would bring it down to 6 a day. The third bottle, I'd bring it down to 4 a day, okay? And I would stay right there. I would ride it out. If you were running a little short on money, but see, these are things you never run out of. You could take 2 a day until you get some more in. And, by the time you take enough of it, you could be okay with 2. But guess what now? It can unsickle your cell. It has unsickled people's cells. And that's the beauty of it. See, the
Wow.
sickle on the cell is a deficiency. You didn't have to live with it. It's that you're short on nutrients for those cells. Mm-hmm. And
Wow.
remember, this make up the membrane of the cell. So that's why they are a little sickled instead of perfectly round cells. Mm-hmm. You didn't have enough. So I would go 4 and 4, then 3 and 3, and then 2 and 2, and probably stay right there for a while. And you can go 2, 2, and just to make sure you never have another crisis.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay, so right now we're gonna open up the floor for our Ask the Doctor part. And like I say, and if you want to sneak in a testimony, sneak it on in. Okay? But who has a question on this evening? I'm gonna ask for you to raise your hand. Now, okay. Let me see here. I need to take this off of full screen so I can see the hands. So if you're trying, a lot of times there are those that don't know how to raise their hand. So I am going to ask you, can unmute your mic to ask your question for this evening. Go right ahead.
This is
Okay.
Delphine. I
Hey,
wanted to ask
Delphine.
hi, how are you? How's everybody?
Alrighty.
I
Okay.
wanted to focus on the sickle cell because I have family member that have a lot of crises, very
Yes.
severe sickle cell crises.
Mm-hmm.
So you said to start with the omega, um, do 4 a day, 6 a day.
No, I would start with 4 at a time in the morning and evening.
Oh,
4 and 4. And you may only do this
seven.
you may only do 4 and 4 for 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
See, in other words, I've had, I'm going to say probably at least 4 people in my lifetime that they were no longer full sickle cell. Their cells had unsickled on omega.
Wow. Wow.
So you would go in a little heavy and then back it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
So
what's the other products as far as anatomy is concerned? Protocol that kind of supports that also.
I would go hemohim, vitamin C, D3. And I would definitely do the calcium. You're just removing stress
Mm-hmm.
and trying to give the body what it also needs. See, we become what we eat. And if you could stay calm and not get stressed out,
Mm-hmm.
then, and you eat healthy, see, that when you're calm, you can manage your eating. But if you're stressed, you know, when we get stressed, we tend to eat food that is not healthy. If you think about it now, the the um the astronauts right now are out of space, right? Let me tell you what should be our number one product right now to sell. Do anybody, I'd like to ask a question. Do anybody know what the astronauts' number one food to eat every single day? Because they getting extended, that time is getting extended and extended and extended up there. Somebody say they should send a space shuttle to go get them. And so, do anybody know? It is a product that Atomy has. I take it
Spirulina.
every day. Spirulina.
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 Yeah, so you better go grab some. It's like
Have
ding,
some
ding, ding,
spirulina.
ding, clue. What was that?
I say, yeah, I have
It's
spirulina.
clean. Yeah, how many do you have? Like, I've been ordering it up and I've been pushing it out there. Okay.
And what about the chlorophyll?
What
Is that
about it?
similar? Just a
We
question.
just look, the astronauts are eating spirulina. The
Spirulina.
chlorophyll is in the spirulina.
Okay. Yeah, I take
And
one.
it's a clean, total whole food. In other words, a shark is eating concentrated spirulina. When he's eating the next size fish and the next size, these little fish, that's what they're eating all along the way. And the shark come and eat the big fish. He's just ate a big clot of spirulina in a sense, because they ate all the plants that ate the spirulina in the beginning. That's why they are not in such a rush to come down. They are good. So I said sharks can live 500. They know that they could live 500 plus years.
Wow.
Where's your spirulina? You want to be healthy? You better order you some, and you better stash some back.
Yeah.
Put a bottle in the car, in your purse. Yeah, please do. You want to get skinny? Eat the superfoods. You don't have to eat all this food. They could not eat all that food. The astronauts is like, what's going to happen to them if they got sick? One got sick and the other one caught his sickness, and now they're both not doing well. Oh, come on. So I'm going to beg you, please order spirulina today, tonight, before you go to bed if you don't have any.
Now, do you have any contact information? Because my family members, you try to convince them a lot of things. It's hard.
Okay. Well, I'd love to talk to them because we're going to look in the mirror, meaning they're going to look at themselves top to bottom. How are the eyes? Spirulina be great for that. Please believe me, because of the vitamin A. So it's just going to go straight down. Eyes, brain, hair, your hearing. Yes. What do? You got to feed these bodies. Okay. So it's food. You have to have the best food.
Okay. Next
Okay.
next
Hello,
person.
hello, good evening. Pastor
Hey,
Bernard.
Lynn.
Hey,
Okay.
I got a joke for you. I went to
Okay.
this health and wellness program and somewhere in Gwinnett, it's very far. But on my way back, I said, let me listen to the meeting tonight. And as I listened to the meeting, I don't even know where I am now, but I pulled over and I got out and I'm out here listening to Dr. Joy. It's such an excellent program. I'm just commenting on how efficiently she did this program. And I'm very, very proud of you guys. I'm enjoying the program. I'm trying to make some lifestyle changes. Thank you so much.
That's our nurse and our Sharon Rose Master, Lynn Ryan. Indeed. Let's see here. Someone in the chat said, "What can you take for glaucoma?"
Okay. So we got to build the immune system. I would probably do vitamin C, spirulina first, stop all sugar, all starches, carbs. You got to stop them. Because how did you get glaucoma? You ate too much starches and carbs, and it congested the eyes. The eyes is the one part of your body that need a lot of nutrients because they're like on a peninsula out there. And so they're seeing things in full color, okay? And they see moving things. They do a lot of work, your eyes. So you have to have incredible circulation. Definitely the omega-3 has to be present. And the zeaxanthin would be great. And definitely the ginkgo nada. Circulation, and eye food. But spirulina is an excellent eye food. It's like, just give it to everybody. You know how your kids won't eat healthy? Hey, then you got to take 2 of these spirulina twice a day, at least, to get the nutrients you need. And that zeaxanthin, don't take the normal dosage. Never do that. You're going to at least double it. Mm-hmm. But the eyes need a lot of food. The brain needs a lot of food. The nerves need a lot of food. And so we're going to do it. Your immune system needs a lot. Yes. That's why the maximum dosage for vitamin C supposedly is 16,000. But if you feel yourself coming down with something, guess what? Well, we're going to take it up to the edge. We're going to be on like 12,000 milligrams a day. Wait a minute, that's 6 sticks. Go ahead, get yourself out of danger by increasing the number of sticks. 2 sticks is not enough. That's just for a little toddler, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. But remember this, if you're feeling a little constipated, you know who's going to get you out of trouble, who's going to pull you out of the mud? It's going to be that vitamin C. It's going to detox your gut. It's going to send you off to the toilet. Vitamin C. You take you 4 or 5 sticks, 5 times 2, it's 10,000 milligrams. Yeah, probably take you 2 hours, maybe. You're going to be in the toilet. And so then you take another 3 or 4 sticks. You're going back to the toilet. I'm going back to the toilet. Well, because your body was toxic. You get well from a clean colon. Keep the colon clean with the vitamin C. Mm-hmm. And that zinc from the pumpkin seeds kill the worms too. There was a pharmacologist from Canada, Hoda Clark. She said you could cure cancer in 5 days. Just kill the worms. And Adam A put the pumpkin seeds that kill the worms in the vitamin C. And we know the vitamin C helps with the cancer. Oh, yeah. You put those together? Oh, how smart was that? So not only are you protecting yourself from colds, you're protecting yourself from cancer with the C. Yes, but they use it as a therapy as well. So it's you. You are the one that make the moves to help build your immune system, protect it, keep your eyesight strong and clear. You got to have the best circulation to have the best eyes, and you want the best food for your eyes. I would put it, circulation is the ginkgo, the food is the spirulina and the zeaxanthin. So that's what I've got tonight. Is there any more questions?
Okay.
No.
No, I
So
have
I
a
know.
question.
Okay, excuse me for a
Charles.
second. Dr.
Mhm.
Joy has another Zoom to get on, correct, Dr. Joy?
Yes,
So,
that
but
is.
we have, yeah, we have Dr. Walita that's here, and also Nurse. Oh, Lynn,
Well,
she's
look,
on the road.
I'll give you my
Mhm.
number.
Please.
You can get my number from Pastor Strozier, but it's
Okay.
404-849-6066. 404-849-6066.
Okay.
And so, all right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Dr. Joy.
again.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
All right, bye
Mhm.
bye. Okay, like I say, um, do anybody else have any more questions on this evening? Or remember, if anybody have a testimony.
What other form of parasites cleansing except for the milk thistle that we sell from Atomy? What other form of parasites cleansing do you have?
The noni.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Good. Hey,
I didn't hear that. What did she say?
she said the
Yeah,
noni
please.
juice. The noni juice.
Okay, I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
So I have a client who is herself, is her and her mother have underlying issues. She has cancer and she's going through chemo. Um, I'm sorry, not her first. I'm sorry. I have a relative who's dealing with scoliosis. That's right. And so I know that the HemoHim is great, and I'm looking at other products. But do you know exactly what else would be good?
I would say, Pastor Bernard, that the scoliosis is deformity of the spine, and when there is no upright mobility due to the irregular structure of the back, that can cause a strain on the neurological spine. So something like hemohim helps with neurological pain, and the tumescin is good for the neurological spine also. Um, I don't know of any other thing up the top of my head, but those two
The,
things so far.
and the
And
calcium,
also,
the plant calcium.
the
Right.
calcium to help for proper formation, and then also the probiotic to help with the stool because of the irregular structure of the back that can cause more problems with defecation and elimination. So calcium, vitamin D, the vitamin D3, the hemohim, and the nuni juice is good.
Our nurse brought that on home, I tell you. Thanks, Lynn.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were still pulled over at the time.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, I'm in a place I don't even know. I'm at Publix, but I
Oh,
don't know where I am.
okay. You're in a safe spot, public. They got
Yeah,
plenty of cameras around.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right. What are your
Thank
next
you so
question?
much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, does anybody else have another question?
Yes, I'm sorry. I did have one more. Like I said, it was a young lady who used to take care of my children, and her mother has dementia, Alzheimer's, and bladder problem, and she's also dealing with radiation, chemotherapy. So for the chemotherapy, what would be good with her dealing with the chemotherapy? Hemohim.
The hemohim and the loading dose of vitamin C. The vitamin C helps the immune system, and it's a supportive supplement for cancer because they give IV, just like for like they give chemotherapy IV. Well, they give vitamin C for the immune system to build the immune system. So I think that's very good. And you know that disease starts in the gut, so elimination is always the key. Good probiotics, getting rid of the old bacteria and getting the new bacteria in is very important. And hydration, water.
That's right.
Okay,
Safe and
all right.
praying.
Fantastic, fantastic. We had someone that asked about acid reflux.
We would start with the health care.
Stomach health.
Yeah, stomach health. Stomach health and the GMO.
Okay, over in Gmail.
Correct.
All right, to get to the Gmail, you could go to Academy Hub at the top. I'm gonna circle that. You click on Academy Hub right here at the top to get to the Global Mall. And this is coming right out of South Korea. So expect it's $35 to $45 shipping is concerned. We know the rule of thumbs on that, which is if you're going over to the Global Mall, you probably need to get your groceries right while you're over there, or partner up with someone else so you can so that everything you can make it work using that. Because like I say, it's going to cost about $35, $45, but you have to log into the Gmall when you get there, and once you log into it, you'll see more of the great products that Academy has that we have mentioned. For example, like the ginkgo natto, that's over there, which is good. Ginkgo natto also helps to clear out um, the micro arteries, those little bitty teeny arteries, micro arteries. Okay, so shit, that stomach health. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. We've had people that have had problems for years, even from a young age, with the as far as their stomach is concerned, and this stomach health has been the bomb, indeed. That is it right there. That's some good stuff. I tell people, keep that, keep that around your house. Ain't no telling when you might need it. You might have, you might get food poison, something that degree. I have ran it, ate something, and all of a sudden it attacked my stomach and everything. And I got that stomach health, and it was like, ooh la la. I'm serious. It will save you. You ain't got to run for that pink stuff. That's not
You
good
know
for
what's
you.
in there?
And when you get a chance, go to the global mall because everything is in the global mall. When it comes to you, it's going to be in English. Okay, it's going to be in English. But when you go there, read everything that you can in English. And you're going to see more information on products in the global mall. So it's good to go there. And if you have any questions, wow, this is the stuff there. Anatomy, stomach health. How plain can you get with a name? Anatomy, stomach health. It tells you everything, okay, about it. Alrighty, it's about 9:18, and I'm gonna take one more question and let's see here. Okay, somebody said Fine-Zyme. Oh yeah, Fine-Zyme is good for acid reflux. Okay, so I believe we did a thorough job this evening with the answering of the questions, which is pretty good. So hey, I appreciate everybody patient. Please forgive me. Hey, I had one of those close your eyes moment, and next thing you know, you gone. you but thank you, Nick. I did hear the phone ring, and I opened my eyes and like, oh, I got to get online. So I appreciate everybody. You're patient. Invite, invite, invite. Share, share, share. Okay, we are Compassionate Healthcare Provider Educational Series. We thank God for our nurses, our doctors, even our reps. They have so much experience with these products. You never know who got that right information. And we like the right information. And that's why we're here on this evening. So I want to thank everybody for coming out on this Thursday. Invite, 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 because we want to share, share, share. Do the right thing. All right? Well, God bless everyone. Continue the blessing. Continue to keep us in your prayers. And remember, it is the anointing that breaks the yoke.
Amen.
Exactly.
Indeed. So
Exactly.
good night, everybody. Good night,
Good
John
night,
girl. Good
everybody.
night, John boy.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Mute your mic. Good
Thank
night,
you.
Valerie. Good night,
All
Terry. Good
right.
night. Good
Good
night,
night. Good
Rosalie.
night. Good
Good
night.
night, Lynn.
Good
Good
night.
night, Dr.
Good night,
Val.
everyone.
Good night. The living word.
Aja.
Hey,
Aja.
out of Texas. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Aja.
Good night,
Aja.
Florence. Good night, Athea.
Aja.
Aja.
Okay.
Aja.
Aja. Yes, indeed.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Aja.
night. Good night. Good night, Joy.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
Good
night.
Good night,
night.
Desiree. Good night. Good night, Ernestine. Good night, Yama.
Good night.
Good night, Lillian. All righty then. Good night. All righty. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Yes, indeed. All these wonderful friends. Okay. All right. Like I said earlier, God bless. You know the rest. See you next week. Bye bye.